definitely lost. Or maybe it is. No. White lady is that way. Yeah. We did it. Good morning, it is now Monday morning and we have driven to a similar area than the Four Waterfalls walk. I think you've probably seen that video. If you haven't, I'll leave it here. We are once again following this book, but today we are going to the White Lady Cave and Tullerud. We think we found it. We're literally parked in the middle of a country lane, so hopefully we head left and find it. It's a bit confusing, but I'm sure we'll find it. We'll just follow the book. There are lots of gorges and caves in the upper reaches of the Ned Valley, which is where we are now. So yeah, really exciting. Zach is also just there.
Hi.
And yeah, we're going to go explore some caves. This book is definitely wild. There's not signposts or maps or anything. Seems to be quite a common occurrence. Hopefully you find it. Here's the footpath. And there's water. And this is the bridge. Yes, we're in the right place. That's a great feeling. Find parking and track left down to bridge over and woodland meadows. Bridge cave is just right. So we're now in the river bed. And there's loads of mosquitoes and little midgies around. Keep biting us. But we've definitely gone wrong. We're definitely lost. Look, that's the way we were meant to have come from. I don't know. We lost. I guess getting lost is all part of the adventure.
Yeah, let's just walk this back down. Yeah, let's just get out of there.
See, hopefully someone will watch this video and not make that mistake. It wasn't that way. If you come here, don't go that way. Okay, we're back to the bridge.
Unless it's over here.
Yeah, but there'd be some kind of way down if there was.
It looks fairly well, doesn't it?
That's a very small bramble.
Yeah, it says tight to begin with.
I think it said just crawl through it. But that is like, some people wouldn't even get through there. Oh, that's... No, it's not through there.
No?
Definitely not.
Okay.
There is a cave there. It says crawl, but that is pretty scary. I don't know if I really want to do that. This is really hard to find. Like, I don't want to go just crawling into a cave if it's not even the right cave. We're getting eaten alive. I don't even know if you can see the bugs on camera. It says a wide, low entrance. That is not wide. That is not wide. Or maybe it is. No, it's not. Come on, we've got to find it. Where is it?
What's the exact coordinates?
Coordinates are...
It's miles away.
No.
It's over a kilometre. Yeah, it's about a mile away. It's that.
That makes so much sense. Okay, so it's been a little while since all of this was filmed and future Becca or present Becca is now popping in to give a few disclaimers, say a few things because I realise we messed up. We both realise we messed up. This adventure, we got incredibly lost and we had no phone signal and we were wearing completely the wrong clothes. We didn't have the right supplies or provisions and we were very naive. We should have taken the time to fully prepare and understand where the start point was, where we parked. We shouldn't have left it till we got there to realise where the route was. It was a massive flaw on our part. I'm not really going to put much footage in because it's irresponsible what we did and it's not a proud moment. I've left a few bits in so you can see where we went wrong in the hope that someone out there doesn't do the same thing we did, but it wasn't ideal by any means. And the reason we were dirty was because we had been looking around some other caves, which weren't actually caves, which is all I'm going to say about that. The only thing I can take from this is we learned from our mistakes, and when we went back, we were more prepared. We still could have been even more prepared, but we were a lot more prepared than we were in this video. I think it's very easy when you're following a guidebook to kind of just blindsided follow it. What also happened to us on this route, which I know has also happened to people hiking, is a confirmation bias between thinking the descriptions in the book are describing where you are, and that massively happened to us. From the moment we parked, it said follow a footpath left down to a bridge, and for us that happened. We got a little lost, but we found the bridge and the wooded depression. So for us, we were gonna find Bridge Cave very soon. What we didn't realise is we'd parked the car a mile too soon down the road, and the guidebook didn't make that clear. And I'm not blaming the book at all because it's a fantastic book, but we really should have done our own independent research on where to park. We should have looked at Google Maps and images and seen exactly where to park and which route to head down. We should have looked at Ordnance Survey maps. We should have done more research, and I can only watch this footage back and be grateful that nothing happened to us. I was even hesitant to put it in this video because I didn't want people to watch it and do the same thing we did. But I think it's important to leave it in, especially as we A, were okay, and B, have massively recognised the error of our ways, so people can learn from this, in a hope that people will learn from this. So yeah, that is the story. And so here's the disclaimer in flashing red writing, if you must. Do not blindsidedly follow a guidebook. Do not go caving or even just hiking in an area which haven't done much research or route planning on. It's a very dangerous activity. People get injured, people get trapped, and we were lucky. We got out okay, but I have learnt so much from that experience, and I wish I hadn't had to learn it. I wish I'd just been more prepared to begin with, and to be fair, I have no reason why we weren't. I just thought it was a casual walk into a cave. So yeah, that's the disclaimer. Please don't watch this and do what we did. It makes me cringe watching the footage back, and like I said, I wasn't even going to post it originally because of all those reasons, but here we are. I will just say later on in the video we do successfully find the cave, so if you actually want to see fully what the cave looks like, which it is amazing, keep watching till the end. I'm also going to give some caving tips later on in the video, so if you do go, can be safer while doing it. I guess let's just get on with the rest of the video. This is a path. There's actually footprints here. Oh my gosh. A river used to flow through here. This is intense.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is it. Wow.
Yeah, I've got you. And then you're going to put your right hand in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Good job.
That looks more like it, doesn't it?
That is it. This is the cave. I'm a little bit nervous.
I'm way less nervous about this one.
Okay.
Can we go first?
Yeah, sure. I bet it's gonna be icy. Hope it doesn't go much deeper.
Oh yeah, it's going to be here right there. You got it. It goes up from there. Nice one.
The rest of it's deeper, the rest of it's swimming.
Yeah, so we aren't prepared for swimming. It was the iciest water we've been in for months. We're going to come back with a really bright torch, wetsuit boots, a dry bag. We're going to actually be prepared. This is our lesson. We've learned it the hard way to always be prepared. I was a scout, I should always be prepared. Alas, here I am, soaking wet and covered in mud. So we will resume this video on another day when we've got the right equipment. So we are just driving back and we are going to look again for White Lady Cave, which is a cave we tried to look for a few weeks ago and we realised we didn't have the right kit and we weren't as prepared as we should have, so we turned around and we left, because that is literally the smartest thing to do when you realise that you're just not cut out for it. But today we're back and we're raring to go. We're really excited. We know the route, we know where to park, we know where to walk, and we know more about the cave, so we're feeling really confident. So it's 5 minutes away and yeah, very excited. We didn't actually find the river last time, did we?
No.
We couldn't see this last time. We just found a dry gorge, so I guess it's a good sign that we found the river, but hopefully it won't be too high. Here's the bridge. Hopefully it won't be too high for the cave to be accessible. We found Bridge Cave this time, but after last time we decided not to go crawling into it without helmet or guide. However, we did stop and put our wetsuits on as we had to cross the river. So we've just walked along from the other cave, maybe 100 meters, and then we've got to the section that we got to pretty much last time. I know it's a bit further, but we're almost there. We've got to the large hole. This is it. How cool is that? White Lady is that way, so we need to go up and around.
Oh, it comes out to this entrance, look. Here you see.
Really cool. Okay, we are now at White Lady Cave. We climbed down the 2-meter drop and now we're at the cave. So let's go in and explore. I'm going to go over some caving safety tips that I've found after researching. Obviously, it's always recommended to go with a guide because they're the safest person you could go with. However, I have found 10 safety tips if you are not going with a guide. So yeah, listen up, keep these in your mind. I wish I'd known these before going to the first cave. So here they are. So the first tip is to always make sure someone knows where you're going, what the name of the cave is, what the coordinates are, where you've parked, how to get to the cave, what the cave looks like, when you're expected to return. All of those things are absolutely vital, and we did do these both times. However, the first time we did get lost, so if we got lost, chances of someone else looking for us to get lost are really high. So the next time we really researched and we pointed out to our friends where we were going to be and the coordinates and everything like that. So that is my number one tip. If something happens to you down the cave, there is no phone signal, so they need to know where you are. So the second tip is to never go alone. Never ever go alone. You shouldn't really even hike alone. People do, but you shouldn't really hike alone. It can be dangerous. If you get hurt, no one is there. So go as a minimum of 2, ideally 3. They always try and recommend 3 for caving, ideally even more. You have safety in numbers, so if you can get a group of you together, then that is the safest route to go down. The third tip is to stay out of caves that are prone to flooding in heavy rainfall. Even if they're not prone to flooding, stay out of them in heavy rainfall. Caves can flood very quickly, and we checked the weather relentlessly leading up to this day, and it was drizzling when we went into this cave. However, it had been dry for literally 2 weeks beforehand, and it had only been drizzling for about 20 minutes. It wasn't going to rain that much, it wasn't going to last, and actually by the time we'd gone into the cave, the rain had stopped, so we were not concerned about this. However, in general, if it is raining, just avoid the cave and come back another day. My tip number 4 is don't run, don't jump, don't scream, don't shout, don't dive into the water, don't be an idiot basically. These are amazing caves and we've got to respect them. Just be careful and don't show off in front of your friends. It's not a cliff jumping sport, it's not a pool, it's a wonder of nature, so really respect that. Tip number 5 is about where you tread, because falling is the number 1 cause of cave incidents. So always tread where the ground is solid. Don't climb up the walls, don't tread on rubble, don't tread on anything that doesn't look like a solid surface. Really be careful, because that is the number 1 cause of accidents in caves. This leads me on to the next point, which is kind of related to climbing, and that is only go in horizontal caves. Do not go in vertical caves. This is incredibly dangerous, and if you have to climb to get into the cave, it's just a recipe for disaster if you don't know what you're doing. We would never ever do this, and we'd only do it if we were with a guide, because they obviously know where to tread and how to get into the cave safely. So stick to horizontal caves, stick to caves you can walk into at a gradual pace, and that is the safest thing to do. Tip number 7 is if you do get stuck, don't panic. However, this kind of doesn't apply to this video because we decided to take that one step further and just not go into any small caves. We've just decided together that we're just not going to do that. We think it's risky, especially when there's 2 of us, and we've learned from our mistakes of going into slightly smaller caves, and we're going to stick to big, wide open, spacious caves from now on unless we are with a guide. Tip number 8 is all members to remain earshot of each other, ideally quite close, but at least in earshot. Tip number 9 is to leave the car keys at the beginning of the cave and for everyone in the group to know exactly where the car keys is. If someone gets injured in the cave, the other person can go to the cave entrance, get the keys, go and get help. Tip number 5 is about equipment, and obviously we wore wetsuits this time because it is a wet cave and I'd really recommend doing that. The guy in the guidebook was wearing swim shorts, which I wouldn't recommend. It was icy water and you do not want to go into cold water shock. We also wore grippy wetsuit boots so we didn't slip. The second thing is light. Obviously these caves are pitch black, so we both had a head torch and a spare torch each. We also had batteries and they're all tucked in this bit of our wetsuits. We also had another spare torch in the bag, so if one of our torches went out and we had one left, we'd go back and get the other torch and bring it into the cave. A head torch is also really important because we want to keep your hands free, and especially as we were wading through water, we wouldn't have been able to hold an extra 2 torches in our hand. In the bag we also had a first aid kit, we had extra layers, we had water, we had high energy snacks, we had all those things that you need for a hike or any adventure for safety reasons. reasons. Also, the last thing, which obviously throughout the video we didn't wear, but we really should have, and next time we will, is a helmet. You're always meant to wear a helmet with a chin strap when you go caving, and unfortunately we didn't, and it wasn't really until afterwards we realised fully that you should do this every time. So please just pick one up. You can order them on Amazon, you can pick them up in an outdoor shop, buy a helmet, make sure it's got the chin strap, attach your head torch to it, attach your spare torch to the side of the helmet, and you'll be good to go. So yeah, I think that's all the safety tips. Let's get on with the rest of the video.
Okay, come on, you got it?
Yeah. Whoa. Is it water the whole way now?
It might be. Oh, there's mushrooms growing on this. I'll turn the other big torch on in a sec. Just want to look a few hands through. Wow. This is crazy. Yeah, worth it?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, this is the stuff up here. Muscle.
Whoa. There's a pool just here that goes pitch black around the outside, and people dive down into other caves, which is insane. Oh yeah. Whoa. We did it. Coming out to this is insane. I am so proud that I went that bit further. I got really scared at one point.
Imagine if you turn around there.
It was definitely mind over matter. I could see some things in the water and it was freaking me out. I'm happy I did that. And I'm happy you motivated me on. That was really cool and well worth a visit. White Lady Cave. You'd just never know that was all in there if you didn't explore in that dark, ominous hole. So yeah, glad we came back. Glad we came back.
Beautiful in there.
Really, really beautiful.
Special place.
Happy days. So we ended up just not really being able to find Bridge Cave. We didn't want to go further in. We knew our limits, so we didn't want to push them. So we're going to head back now and get all dry. We're a bit soggy. Good fun. Good fun indeed. Right, we're back from the caves now, and I think I'm going to end this video here. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Click that red subscribe button. It's free to let us know you're enjoying the videos, and I'll see you all again very soon.